Good morning. Good to see you. My name is Rachel. Leslie Reeves is here, and she is part of the design team. You ever wonder who's kind of behind the scenes doing and bringing to us all of these amazing looks? Leslie is part of that team with Melanie Goldbrook. Good to have you here.
Hi, thank you so much. So happy to be here and excited to bring you all of these beautiful collections.
Well, and there's a lot that we have. And by the way, I'm going to slip into that beautiful chrysoprase that we have coming up, because it just lights up the face and it looks amazing, and it's a fantastic, fantastic price. But we're going to continue on with our copper and sterling silver. Now we're moving into, and you can still ask about the bracelet, but this is the pendant, and it is also the earrings. Now there's no chain included on the pendant, so I'm going to remind you that we do have the beaded collars. And I think I'll put this one on. We showed green turquoise last time. How about if we do blue turquoise on this one?
Beautiful with that.
This is $89.90 on the pendant, down from $119.90. And the ring is $119.90, also with this visit only. By the way, 3 flex pays on every single one of these pieces. The earrings are on 2 flex pays. Everything's on sale. And you were saying a little bit earlier, Leslie, that when we brought in Studio Barse, it was all sterling. Then we kind of said, and we had our customers say, but we love our yellow metals.
Right.
So then we kind of moved into the bronze. But then this is that wonderful blush gold that we're seeing. And originally it came from Europe. Yes. And then we said, well, we would like some of that, please.
Right. If this goes along with that rose gold trend that you're seeing, that blush trend. I've even seen just this week in so many of the stores, this shade in shoes. You're seeing it in suede boots, suede pumps, you know, all types of leather, this kind of blush rosy color. And all of the the jewelry stores are carrying, HSN is carrying just tons of this beautiful rose gold copper look. And the fun thing about this that I really like, and I think you'll like, is that you've got 2 metals here. So it's not just restricting you to one look. You can wear these pieces with your existing sterling silver, or you can blend them with your rose gold. I know rose gold watches have been huge lately. And then, of course, with those beautiful blush tone shoes and handbags. I mean, just this week, I've seen so many of those shades, those blush rosy shades in the stores. And this would look stunning. And this is a great collection for those of you with petite hands. And like we spoke earlier, you know, if there's something a little more conservative that you need, whatever line of profession you're in, whether it be the legal field, the medical field, or just maybe your personality type. You know, sometimes people who've really petite hands and features prefer these more sleek, more simple, clean designs. This is a little copper dome. You know, there again, it still has that hammered look. It's not as intense, that hammered dome. It's a little less of the reflective quality that, you know, you see in some of the other pieces. We wanted to keep it more smooth and more sleek. And you kind of have this loopy Art Deco bezel around this gorgeous collection. And it's still copper dome with these kind of, you know, Art Deco floral look. They're just a real classic, real clean and simple. Blend them, mix them, match them with your rose gold and your silver. They're timeless. These pieces, this collection,
amazing.
And there's so much. See, right there exactly. There's so much depth and dimension to them. You know, those are the details that you see in Studio Barse jewelry. That's what makes us a designer. You know, we are a designer line of jewelry that you see in high-end department stores and in designer boutiques. And all those little details, you know, that double layer on that bezel and the slight hammering of that copper dome, which, you know, and some of the other pieces we showed earlier have just a real intense hammer. And that's all hand done. These are all hand hammered, hand set, hand poured. You know, and this is just a cleaner line, sleeker look.
And you feel the difference, you see the difference. I do want to remind you, now remember the pendant that we showed you previously? the large, kind of that trapezoid, almost handbag shaped, that one fits on the gemstone pendant. Now this one, because it has a larger bail, this particular one is a little bit smaller in the bail, so any chain that you have on at home, about up to 1/8 of an inch or so, you're going to be good. The one, though, that we showed you earlier completely fits on those gemstones pendant, the collars.